Sean,
Um,
this is not this. I'll just set you up. You go wherever you want. This is not a joke. It's a serious question. Is it the ketamine talking? I mean,
I want to be it's actually a really good question, and I want to be
yeah,
respectful. I don't know, but I feel like when you start throwing out accusations and going to DEFCON 1 as quick as he did,
yeah,
that took it beyond policy differences, which is where it started. I still believe good money is on a patch up. But I've known Trump long enough that he is watching this thing play out, realizing that 90%, if not more, of the sort of respondents are Team Trump. And Musk has a little that he brings to the fight. And I think Trump's view is, you know what? I win this fight. I can't back down, and Elon needs to come to me. And then you're dealing with Elon, who says, I'm not calling him and apologizing. So I think good money is still there, but I can't get my head around how does somebody's got to blink first, and I don't think that Elon is the kind of guy that is going to do that, and that's the only way that Trump
yeah,
will let this go.
yeah.
Um, so I,
Extraordinary subplot that is barely covered in the press today. It's just amazing to me. And again, it's part of the soap opera and the character drama, but it has implications for the whole thing, which is Stephen Miller and his wife. One works for Trump and one works for Musk, and they're both friends with Musk. So, Sean, what do you know about the Millers and how they're handling this?
I don't, and I've tried to stay out of that for that exact reason. I don't. I think they probably have enough of their own conversations. But you're right, the dynamic is huge. Katie, the wife, went to work for Doge and then started splitting her time as a paid employee. From what I understand, I don't know that for certain. So
Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, she's always been Team Trump. So
yeah,
we'll see how this thing plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing keeps going. But look, here's what I will tell for every person that's listening to this that says, "Oh my God!" I mean, we talked about the other day whether Elon would be with Trump in the midterms. If you think about the number of people that have walked out of Trump's orbit for 24, 48 hours a month, said nasty things, and then suddenly are back in the fold strong, people have written books about
yeah,
crapping all over him. People have said some pretty horrible things. It's this idea that somehow this relationship is forever fractured is not true. That
yeah.
may take a little tender loving care to get back on track, but don't no one should overthink this. That this how is it could go south or continue to go south, but it is completely 100% repairable if you look at the past 8 years.
Totally
Mark,
agree.
do you guys
Just one clarification real quick. I didn't mean to refer to Katie Miller as Stephen Miller's wife. She's a accomplished professional in her own right. I assume most of you know who Stephen Miller is and don't necessarily know. So that's why I said it the way I did. But she's a key player in this because again, she's been a Trump person, but she's now, as far as we know, working for Elon Musk. Dan.
do you guys, I mean, how do you guys think people like Mark Andreessen, David Sachs, like on some level, the Valley has a lot invested that this thing not go south and completely implode? Do you think they are helping to try to say, hey, you need to kiss and make up a little?
I can tell you, I can summarize the view of the valley in one short phrase. Eye roll emoji.
Yes.
They're very familiar with both personalities. They think it's
Exactly.
yeah, but they think it's all just, drama and soap opera, and they agree with
So
Sean.
uh,
It's gonna roll back into place under some
it,
terms that are more favorable to Trump.
so if I had to predict how this goes, it's almost like the fight where everyone just acknowledges we're going to move on and not talk about it and not rehash this. I don't see any kind of situation where Elon calls and says, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone there." That's not going to happen. I think it's like, "Hey, let's agree to stop going after each other." Everybody agrees to that, and then let's play it out. And at some point in the future, we can all laugh about this. But I don't see a situation where there's a phone call and it's, "I'm sorry, you were right, I was wrong." It's, "Hey, let's just have a détente, a little armistice, and I'm sure we'll see each other in a few months."
I
No
won't.
chance he shows up Saturday night at the fight with them.
There's a chance,
Oh,
100%. Of course he could.
Yeah,
Of
that's what
course
I'm
he could.
wondering. I'm
If
wondering if they
it,
walk in together.
I won't recap it here, but if you want to hear my take on Trump's capacity to forgive people when it's in his interest and bring them back in the fold, go to Next Up and listen to my reported monologue, which includes my own experience with Donald Trump being in and out as a journalist. I recommend that to you. I won't
what do
repeat
you
it.
what do you think the odds are that there's a truth that comes out in the next little hour saying, "Just so you know, the key to the White House doesn't work, Elon," or
Exactly. The
had the
lock
lock
had the locks
changed?
changed.
Had the lock changed.
He could. I think Trump, as you suggested, and others have close to Trump have said to me, is he's just waiting and watching, enjoying the coverage, and deciding what the price for readmission is.
Yeah.
and he'll set it.
Like what you see? Why don't you subscribe? This is a great opportunity to be part of unique conversations. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to watch our events live, go to twoway.tv.